In 2003, the government enacted the PPDA Act as the principal law for guiding and regulating practices in respect of public procurement and asset disposal in Uganda. Earlier this year, the government issued a new set of regulations to guide public procurement and public assets disposal in the country, which came into effect on 5th February 2024. In order to find means through which providers can benefit from these guidelines, the Public Procurement and Disposal of Assets Authority has organized a roundtable discussion with the manufacturers, contractors and providers in Kampala.
Some people, they don't even know that some of these things are provided for. There are some people who have also been frustrated. We are aware. You've been frustrated and you think that you want to give up.
In the meeting, the local content providers raised a number of issues, ranging from delays in payment to less importance from government entities.
The first challenge he mentioned is even though it's a small lot or small requirement, some local contractor, they can't qualify because they are small. We have a suggestion, because for those EPC projects, actually include cable, conductor, concrete pole, transformer. So actually, even a small lot, maybe it's bigger for a local contractor.
When we got the Ministry of Trade, us who bring in materials for the manufacturing entities, they ask us to pay for the trading license, for the import license. And that import license, you pay for it, it's annual, and you pay a lot of money for it. Now, my question is, these people the contractors who get transformers from outside, the cables from outside, they also pay for that import license as well?
However, Engineer Abdon Natwine, Commissioner in charge of rural electrification in the Ministry of Energy, responded to some of these issues as follows.
We have manpower, but we can move as the resources allow. And I don't think the market is weak. It is not. Do we have the resources so that we can do more? The need is there. And that's why you see, and from my opinion,
ST, that is the Permanent Secretary and Secretary of Treasury, is open to receive. People have challenges of saying that the office is open to receive any of these issues which are outstanding. And he receives them and he engages, actually even engages providers. If you're a provider and you have that challenge with the ministry, he engages you. But most of the times it's because of the entities which have not submitted or verified some of these supplies.
Speaking to the media, the Director Performance Monitoring at PPDA, Dr. Aloysius Biaruhanga, explained the purpose of the meeting. He said their major purpose was to notify the providers on how best they can benefit from the reservations put in the law.
We said we can't go and visit each and every provider. Let's call them together here and here, inform them about this reservation that we have put in the law, and also hear from them how they have prepared themselves as the providers to benefit from the reservation scheme that we have put in the law. And also to hear the challenges, those who are already practicing or are trying to already benefit from it, what challenges they are facing. But the whole thing stems from the fact that the PPDA Act was amended, new regulations were issued, and under the new regulations and the Act were mandated to issue a guideline specifically to favor the local providers. The providers who are national, the ones who are resident here, and those who are local providers. And that's the basis of this meeting.
Dr. Aloysius Biaruhanga provided the authorities' readiness in overcoming the challenges raised by the providers.
Their biggest request is that we strengthen the monitoring, we strengthen the procedures to ensure that the reservations work. And that's one of the things we have learned from here, that we are going to look at our documentation again and see where are the gaps, how can we enforce the reservation in the PDEs or in the procuring entities. But also, we have learned that we need more capacity building for our local providers. Some of them seem not to really appreciate what these reservations are for, or even appreciate or not prepare a winning bid. So we listen also as PPDA, we need to go back and develop and build more capacity to the providers, as we also engage our procurement cadres and the procuring entities to really implement our reservation guideline.
John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda Family TV News at 8.